Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Allen now on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34, Mike 34.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Alert, alert, alert. Double it. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw, it's Allen. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
But no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
And 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Lindsay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Bills nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, Delta.
Line 49. Line 49. Go, tackle. Go.
Lock to throw on second down. Now he steps away. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andy Janovich. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Alert!
45.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. General West. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Go!
Mike's 49.
Shoot!
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
34. He's coming. Check in. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Hey, home.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did.
56.
Deuce.
Regular.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Defense wins championships, baby. Chance.
On 52.
Tight dog.
Tight.
36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike 51. You better be afraid of me.
Alert.
Back.
Middle.
Small. No.
Get that.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the Bills' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
To throw it is Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdowns, baby. Let's go.
Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's get this, get this. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Middle.
Set it. Check it.
Topper. 5 wide.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. We talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
5.
49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Bring it.
Ready.
On 2nd and goal, Lock. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Lock as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point from McManus is good. And a route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says, big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Alert! Check out. Gun.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me.
Hey, Alpha.
1934.
Scoot, scoot, scoot.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Pass 85, pass 85.
Pick it up.
Check 50. I got it.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
50, plant, go.
Watch the pass. 49.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Home. 45, Mike. 45. Watch the run.
Allen going to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Bravo. 49 to Mike. Watch 49.
Get it. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
49, guys. Mike.
Hey, orbit. Hey.
Watch the boot. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Deep grip.
To throw on third down. Locke. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey!
You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. 49.
Let's go.
Throwing now is Locke. Now he's flushed out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike's 49. Check pass.
Ready?
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
51 to Mike. Here we go.
Middle. Hey, seam 6.
What we got? Go, Mike 51.
On first down, Allen escaping the pressure right. He's got Smith here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
61, matchbox lights.
Hey, watch it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
52.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for that.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
56.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, and it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He is racking the sacks up. Charles, 5 last week, now 2 here.
I don't care what they've done in scheme. It's not working. I mean, you can do it all day long, all night long. They did it all week, and it hasn't worked. And in fact, on that last sack, I thought I saw him drop a Pro Bowl ballot and defeated the quarterback and say, here's a pen right in my name.
When he keeps playing like this, he'll be dropping those ballots from a plane above the city.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey,
on 3rd and long, it's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Locke now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
He's checking.
Now a carry for Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
58 to Mike. 58. It's our time.
Block now to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it,
the Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
and just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 8-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Fresno. Check three. Tighten up. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Allen being chased, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Set, ready? 50, plant. Jam. Switch. Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You don't know no better. Here.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Stop your whining.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated.